Alright guys, what is going on? My name is Pipe Bomb City and welcome to another Superstar Shakeup, a little update video here for you guys. So, before this video begins, check out my Instagram at Pipe Bomb City and subscribe, like, and do not forget to comment on this video. So getting into this guys, I made a video about 3 or 4 days ago about the Superstar Shakeup and my predictions on that, but now I'm going to be going over some of the rumors that have been going on about that. So, this was released about 3 days ago. I posted it on my Instagram and I talked about it there, but for this, I just want to be touching on this on YouTube now. So there are some rumors going around, according to Dave Meltzer from the PW stream on Twitter, and I really want to discuss this. So first of all, let's just get straight into this. AJ Styles is literally one of the biggest names that's been talked about so far for the draft, you know, and AJ Styles, again, is one of my favorite wrestlers in the world right now, and him on Raw. AJ Styles on Raw, for me, just does not seem right. You know, I feel like he'd be overshadowed in a way, you know, because he is literally the face of SmackDown Live. And I feel like throughout this whole thing, this whole week that we've had to prepare ourselves for the Superstar Shakeup, AJ Styles has been the biggest name to be rumored. He's been the name, you know, to be moved, you know? Everybody, literally, I think from the second or third day that the Superstar Shakeup was announced, everyone's saying AJ Styles is going Raw, AJ Styles is going Raw, and then he had with Shane McMahon on SmackDown, it literally just sold it for the audience. So AJ on Raw is probably going to happen. Nowadays, well, now it's being rumored that it isn't going to happen because of how much the fans hate it, which I think is kind of dumb. I mean, if they're going to go all in, just go all in. At the end of the day, they're in charge of the fucking company. I personally would not prefer it, but then again, I'm just a bystander. I'm going to watch it either way. But I just really hope that AJ stays on SmackDown, man, because AJ Styles is the leader, whether people want to believe it or not, is the leader of SmackDown Live. And now, nowadays, it hasn't been as strong, but he's got to get back in it, and I really feel like if he just stays, man, he's going to do it, you know? He literally just makes that brand so unique, and I love it, you know, because he just has this whole dynamic about him on that show, you know? But so far, AJ's been the biggest name to be rumored going to Raw. Roman Reigns has been reported to stay by multiple sources now. I really can't care too much about this. I feel like Reigns would eat the SmackDown Live roster and chew them fucking out. I feel like he would just destroy that whole division. You know, nothing against the SmackDown Live roster. It's just on Raw, and again, nothing against Raw either, but Raw has the bigger guys, the bigger, muscly guys, the bigger names, you know, jacked, huge killers. And Reigns is a part of that group, and SmackDown is more of the indie wrestler kind of people, you know? So Reigns goes to SmackDown, he would just kill him, and people would be pissed. People are already pissed at him, but Reigns on Raw is the right move. New Day are moving to SmackDown Live. New Day's really been irrelevant lately, so I can't really care too much about them. But Big E, formerly known as Big E Langston, has been extremely rumored lately to considered being given a huge major singles push. Now, I find that very interesting because Big E's always been one of my favorites of the New Day. Xavier was kind of in the middle for me, and I'm not the biggest fan of Kofi Kingston, but Big E, I love Big E. He's one of the most charismatic. He's the best in the ring, in my opinion. Kofi does the flips. Xavier does his, you know, unique style, but I feel like Big E overall, I would pay to see Big E in a match, and that's the point, you know? So, if Big E's getting a push, a major singles push, I feel like that'd be good. And when they say New Day are going to SmackDown, maybe it's one of the members of New Day are going to SmackDown Live. And then say it is Big E. Big E can go and he'll branch out on SmackDown Live. And I feel like that'd be an interesting way to like split up the New Day kind of, you know, because the New Day really is kind of irrelevant at this point, you know. They've done so much for the tag team division. You know, you had Sasha and Charlotte and Bayley and Becky. They were kind of, and AJ Lee, they were kind of the original, and Paige too. That kind of fucked up now, but they were really like the originators, if that's even a fucking word, of the Divas, now Women's Revolution. New Day was kind of the starters, and along with the Broken Hardys, but WWE-wise, they were the start of really making the tag team division interesting again. And look at all the amazing teams that we've had now and the amazing tag team matches that we've had since then. So it really is thanks to New Day. They're pioneers for the tag team division. They've been going on they lasted so far a lot longer than the Shield did, you know? Well, maybe it isn't too much, but it's about the same, if not, it's a lot more for New Day, you know? So I think it's time for them to separate, you know? I feel like Kofi really needed that gimmick, and I feel like Xavier can go and do something unique on his own while still having the New Day gimmick. But I feel like, and Big E, you know, could still be unique. I'm not saying that they go back to their old gimmicks, because they didn't work for them. Xavier was some dancing R-Truth guy. Big E was this big musclehead, was not unique than anybody more than, like, a bodybuilder, you know? Kofi had no personality. He did, but he was in the ring. It was not outside. So all of them in the New Day, it really did bring out the best. But I think if they use what they've learned from the New Day and they go and spread into their own gimmicks, I feel like that'd be more interesting, you know? Because right now, yeah, they're the pioneers, but they're losing all their matches. Not many people are interested anymore. They aren't getting that good of reactions, you know? They hosted WrestleMania. What else can a tag team do? You know, 2-time champions, longest reigning tag team champions in history. I think it's time for the New Day to split up and have Big E, or whichever one, but I prefer Big E, to go to the Land of Opportunity SmackDown Live. And finally, Bliss and Charlotte. And again, there are other rumors, like Shinsuke is said to be possibly going to Raw, and Seth Rollins is said to possibly go into SmackDown. There's that, but the biggest things now for the woman is that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte may swap brands. Now, I feel like that's interesting because Bliss has kind of been, and yeah, she isn't the champion anymore, but she really has been, and Becky was for a time, but Alexa Bliss really went from this kind of irrelevant person, and I am a fan of Bliss, but I'm going to be honest, she was irrelevant, really, at the beginning of when she got drafted to SmackDown Live. She's like, oh, okay, they want to bring the younger girls onto SmackDown Live, that's fine. Bliss is one of them. She really has just grabbed the ball, though. You know, she really has just taken full advantage of the opportunities that she's been given. The 2-time SmackDown Live Women's Champion. First reign was great. Second reign, not so much, but it was whatever, you know. So Bliss, again, literally just like AJ Styles. They were fine before they came into the SmackDown Live, but once they came into SmackDown Live, again, the land of opportunity, pretty much, they really did just take full advantage of it, you know. Alexa Bliss and AJ Styles, they really did, you know? So, and I feel like AJ Styles completely dominated the male division and made it his own. And Alexa Bliss did that with the women's division, you know? From some mid-card to some high-card, you know? So, props to them. Same with Charlotte, you know? Charlotte has always been, though, the one, you know? And I'm not saying that because I am a Charlotte Flair fan. I'm a huge Charlotte Flair fan. So I might be biased, but she's always been the person where... even before, you know, she came into the business not that long ago. It's been over 5 years, but again, most people in the WWE nowadays have been doing it for decades. Okay, not decades, but 15 plus years for a lot of these guys nowadays, you know? So for Charlotte to come in and literally, in my opinion, be one of the best women's wrestlers in the world, I love it, you know? And I can appreciate that. So Charlotte on SmackDown, it's definitely unique, and I understand what they're doing, but I feel like Sasha Banks would be better fit for SmackDown Live, if you ask me, you know? But that's my opinion on that. But Charlotte on SmackDown I find really interesting. But again, I feel like it's kind of like Roman Reigns. Now, again, really in the women's division, we don't have that one person. I mean, they're trying to build Nia Jax up to be that, so I understand that. Now, bringing Nia Jax to SmackDown, that'd be a power move. Nia would kill it just again, like, because all the women are kind of around the same size in the WWE, but on Raw, they are bigger. You know, and maybe it's not by that much, but again, so I feel like Nia on SmackDown would kill everybody, you know? So Nia on SmackDown would be, again, just like Roman being on SmackDown. Maybe on a lesser scale, of course, but you get the point. So Charlotte on SmackDown, I'd be fine with it. Again, just another person being added to my favorite show, you know? So that's my thoughts on that. And again, there are a lot of Bliss fans, there are a lot of Charlotte haters. I hate using that word, haters. It sounds so fucking dumb, but Charlotte haters, oh my god. There's a lot of those, and they would probably say, oh, I'd rather have Alexa on SmackDown. I love watching SmackDown, so why not have Alexa on SmackDown? Well, personally for me, I love watching SmackDown too, but I'd rather have to watch Charlotte than Alexa, you know? But I still love both of them, you know? So, again, like I said, Shinsuke is being rumored to go to Raw, which was my original prediction. I felt like I wanted him to go to SmackDown Live more than I thought he actually would go to SmackDown Live. I feel like he was not better fit for Raw, because he's really better fit for SmackDown Live, but I feel like the WWE would just see him on Raw. I don't know why. Seth Rollins has been rumored to be going to SmackDown, so that's that. And if you guys want to hear about my predictions for who I think is going to be trading brands, it'll be in the outro of this video. You can click on that. Also, it's on my channel. It's the latest video I did on this one. So, pretty much going through this roster, there's James Ellsworth. Fuck you. Pretty much, there really isn't anything else, you know? There really isn't anything. Also, I did hear about some things that Gallows and Anderson might be moving to SmackDown. And Mojo Rawley might be moving to Raw. But other than that, that's pretty much all I've heard. Everything else is probably going to stay the same as it is, you know? But again, as for rumors, we don't know what's going to happen. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This has been Pipe Bomb City. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, guys. I really appreciate that. And check out my Instagram at Pipe Bomb City. Thank you guys so very much for watching. We are 9 subscribers away from 300 subscribers, which to me is mind-boggling, guys, because literally just last week I was barely over 150, and I've had this channel for over a year, almost 2 years, which is fucking incredible that I've gained so many in such a short amount of time. You know, in the last video I did, got 25,000 views. I love it. I really appreciate it. Let's get it to 300, guys. I really love you guys. Thank you so very much for watching. This has been Pipe Bomb City, and I will see you all next time.
Tonight is the night. Bright lights, high crowd, and we need to throw down.